Hi everyone, Crista Cowan here with another episode of The Barefoot Genealogist. This week we are talking about RootsTech. RootsTech happened last week. It was the largest genealogy conference in the world. There were more than 20,000 people in attendance at the event, another 100 and some odd thousand watching streaming live, and now you have an opportunity to participate as well. So I'm just going to really briefly share with you some of my favorite presentations from the days of the events. I'll share with you where you can find those and then give you a preview into next year's RootsTech. Let's start with where you go to find the recorded presentations. So for each hour at RootsTech this year, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, there was a presentation that was recorded and streamed during that hour. Those are the existing video recorded presentations. Now, there are another set of presentations that were audio recorded throughout the event. Those are not yet available, but will be available through the RootsTech website. The website is rootstech.org. So you can get there just by going to rootstech.org. If you scroll down past the header there, you're going to see the different days, and you can click on any one of those days to see the video recorded sessions that are currently available. So let's talk about Wednesday briefly. Wednesday is typically considered the tech or innovators day of this particular event. And Liz Weissman, who is a business executive trainer, she gave the keynote presentation, and it was so fantastic. She talked about the importance of challenging ourselves. She talked about the importance of being a rookie, and we all know we've got plenty of rookies in genealogy. She talked about their role and our role in relationship to them. So Liz Weissman's presentation is the one that I would recommend that you watch from Wednesday. If you don't have time to watch any others, of course, there are some other great presentations there if you do have the time. Thursday was the first day of general sessions for RootsTech. Drew and Jonathan Scott, also known as the Property Brothers, were the keynote presentation that day. They talked a lot about their own family heritage and how that's influenced their lives and their careers. There's some great stuff there. Also, there was several presentations given on DNA. So I would recommend that if you only have time to watch one presentation, take a look at Angie Bush's presentation on My Ancestors Are in My DNA. Angie is one of the professional genealogists who works at Ancestry Pro Genealogists, and one of her specialties, of course, is DNA and using DNA results to continue to build your family tree. So she gives a great presentation, and if you're still overwhelmed by DNA, of course, you can go to the extras menu on Ancestry, click on Pro Genealogists, and you can hire someone at ProGen like Angie to help you with those DNA results and making some of your family history discoveries. Friday was a really exciting day. It was the first time that the RootsTech conference has done an African American Heritage Day. And LeVar Burton was the keynote speaker, and I will say that hands down, it was the best keynote in the 5 years of RootsTech that I have seen. I wept through the entire thing. He told wonderful stories, and if you grew up with him like I did with Star Trek and Reading Rainbow and the movie Roots, which was so influential in the genealogy movement, then you are aware of what a master storyteller he is. But he shared some just really important information and super touching stories. Now, here's the thing. His recorded presentation is not currently available on the RootsTech website. Now, I don't know why that is or if they're planning on putting it out. I was able to find a recording of it, however, and I will provide a link to it in the description on YouTube for this video, so that you can access that. I don't know how long that will be up, so you'll want to go and check it out pretty quickly because it might not be available for long. But it was just a wonderful, wonderful presentation, and I would highly encourage everyone to watch that. Other presentations given on Friday, I would recommend Judy Russell. Judy Russell is not only a tremendous teacher, she is a brilliant genealogist and a brilliant legal mind, and she understands the intersection between the law and documents that are created because of different laws and how to use those for tracing our family history. In particular, she gave this presentation about tracing the women in our family trees. If you've been doing this for a while, you know that that gets a little tricky because women change their names after marriage and sometimes 2 and 3 times in life. And so Judy Russell's presentation, Mothers, Daughters, Wives, Tracing Female Lines, is a great presentation to brush up on those skills. Saturday the day was sponsored by Ancestry, so you'll see some clips from Tim Sullivan, our CEO, Matt Dighton, our PR manager, as we presented around the conference that day. And then also, I gave a presentation that day that was streamed. Don't just be a searcher, be a researcher. So of course, I'm going to recommend that you watch that video. And since today's video is going to be very short, maybe you can start there. Talking about, the presentation talks about just how to use the search tools and also to research appropriately. And it was a fun presentation to do, and I'm really grateful that RootsTech recorded that so that we have that available for everyone. Like I said, lots of really great presentations available, plenty of video content there for you to consume. So today we're going to just keep this nice and short. Let's wrap up today by talking about next year. I know it seems crazy to think ahead that far, but one of the things that we discover is that the hotels around the Salt Palace Convention Center fill up very quickly. A lot of you need to, budget and make plans so that you can join us. The conference next year will be a little bit later in the year, although we did have beautiful weather this week. But next year it will be the 28th of February through the 3rd of March. And again, that is in Salt Lake City. So hopefully you can make plans to join us for next year. I had the opportunity to talk to several of the conference organizers, and they've already got some great things in the works in planning for next year. This is an event that you just can't even begin to understand unless you experience it. Not only were there amazing classes to choose from every hour, wonderful keynote presentations every day. The Cake Boss came on Saturday. You can see there on the far right on your screen that there was a cake decorating competition celebrating different heritage as we had our African American Heritage Day, as the Property Brothers talked about their Scottish heritage. There was an exhibit hall. The exhibit hall has hundreds of vendors who provide all kinds of services for genealogists. I actually spent a little bit of time. There was a camera store who was there with Nikon and Canon cameras and lenses and printers and things that we can do to preserve the photographic heritage of our family. Family Chart Masters was there with their tree printing service where they can print any kind of a family tree and any kind of a design or a format that you want. Ancestry was there, of course, with a huge booth. We were selling DNA kits and that was super exciting to be able to see as people walked up to the registers to purchase their DNA kits, the process that they would go through to decide, who in my family do I need to get tested and how many kits do I need to buy? And I, of course, love hearing those things as people get excited about DNA testing and the possibilities there for expanding family history. And then there was also the Innovation Alley. Innovation Alley is a little place where there's tables given to new companies or people with new ideas about how to introduce different technology into family history to make what we do more fun, more exciting, easier, and more shareable. So RootsTech is a great event. We had a wonderful conference. Thank you so much to Family Search, who were the hosts of this event, to all of those who put on this great event. For those of you who couldn't attend, I love that they make all of this video content available, and I would love to hear, as you go and watch some of those presentations, what some of your favorite presentations were, what some of the things are that you learned. Please feel free to comment here in the YouTube comments below this video. Until next time, this is Crista Cowan. Have fun climbing your family tree.